Hey everyone, welcome to CPEthink.com's CPE Compliance Checklist course. It's going to be a simple, repeatable system to stay compliant every year. My name is Tad Stevens and I'm the director here at CPE Think, so let's get started. This course will help you identify, plan, execute the tasks necessary to remain compliant with your state board of accountancy or licensing agency. This is going to help you earn continuing education credits, CPE, for CPAs, or CE IRS credits for IRS enrolled agents. After completing this course, you're going to be able to identify the general and specific steps needed to remain compliant with your board of accountancy or state agency. You're also going to be able to develop a plan to acquire your required CPE credits on a term basis, whatever your term happens to be, and how to execute that plan to stay compliant. What this course is and is not is this course is going to give you the tasks necessary and the steps necessary to remain compliant with your state board or agency. It's not going to give you specific URLs, forms to fill out, phone numbers, etc. for that state board or agency, but will guide you in how to find those. In the end, compliance is the sole responsibility of the CPA or EA. This is according to NASBA, your state board, or licensing agency, and the IRS. No matter what other providers tell you, it is not their responsibility. They cannot take responsibility for this. The state boards won't let them. In this course, I'm going to walk you through a simple, repeatable system for managing your CPE compliance every year. Don't try to copy everything on this slide. We're going to go into detail, and I just wanted to show you all the steps and sub-steps. Whether you're a CPA or an enrolled agent, most CPE is not optional, but it also doesn't need to be stressful. Most compliance issues don't happen because professionals avoid CPE. They happen because requirements, deadlines, and documentation are not managed systematically. The framework you'll learn here is built around 5 steps that apply to every CPE and CE cycle. Excuse me again. First, confirm your requirements. That means verifying current rules, required hours, ethics obligations, if any, renewal and reporting deadlines before you select courses or providers. Second, review your plan and plan your CPE. Excuse me. You take inventory of credits already earned, determine whether carryover applies, organize certificates, and calculate how many hours remain. Third, select a NASBA approved sponsor. This step ensures that your courses will qualify. Your exams are structured properly. Most places save your progress and testing progress. Pricing is transparent. There is a support option and there is a cancellation option according to NASBA guidelines. Fourth, complete your courses. This includes selecting relevant topics, completing open book exams, saving certificates, and tracking progress. Finally, report and store your credits. You submit or retain documentation as required. Update the NASBA tracker if applicable, and set reminders for the next cycle. When followed in order, these 5 steps create a predictable, defensible CPE process that you can repeat every year with confidence. In the next slide, we'll begin step 1, confirming your CPE requirements. Step 1, confirm requirements. In this slide, we're going to focus on step 1, which is confirming your requirements, because this step determines whether everything you do actually counts going forward. Before selecting courses or choosing a provider, you need a clear understanding of what your licensing authority requires for the current reporting cycle. Requirements can and do change, and relying on assumptions from prior years is somewhat of a common cause for compliance issues. This step has 3 objectives. First, you need to review current statutes, regulations, and updates that apply to your license. That includes any changes to qualifying course formats, credit categories, ethics definitions, or reporting rules. Second, you must verify your required credit structure. This means confirming how many total hours are required, how many must be technical versus non-technical, and what type of ethics course is required. Ethics requirements in particular may vary significantly between states and jurisdictions and must be handled per that state or jurisdiction. Third, you need to identify your renewal and reporting deadlines. These are not always the same date, and missing either can delay renewal or trigger additional work down the line. The goal of this step is certainty. When you complete step one correctly, you'll know exactly what qualifies, what doesn't, and when everything is due. In the next slide, we'll break this step down further by starting with how to review statutes, regulations, and updates efficiently and accurately. Step 1.1, check statutes, regulations, and updates. The first sub-step in confirming your requirements is reviewing current statutes, regulations, and updates issued by your licensing authority. This step is important because CPE requirements are not static. Boards and governing bodies routinely update guidance related to acceptable course formats, credit classifications, ethics definitions, carryover rules, reporting procedures, etc. Even small changes can affect whether a course qualifies. Start by visiting your licensing authority's official website and review the most recent CPE or license renewal guidance. Look specifically for updates issued since your last reporting cycle. Many boards publish notices, bulletins, and revised FAQs, frequently asked questions, that clarify how credits are evaluated. Pay close attention to any changes involving ethics requirements, limitations on certain course categories, or changes to self-study or online learning rules. These are areas where misunderstandings can occur. This step does not require extensive research, but it does require a little in verification. Spending a few minutes reviewing current guidelines helps ensure that the time you invest in CPE later in the year, the results remain valid and the credits are accepted. Once you've confirmed the current values, you're ready to move on to verifying your required credit structure, which we'll cover in the next slide. Sub-step 1.2, verify total hours, ethics type, and credit mix. Once you've reviewed the current rules, the next step is verifying your specific CPE hour requirements and credit mix. This includes confirming the total number of hours required for your reporting cycle, as well as how those hours must be allocated. Many licensing authorities require a certain number of technical hours, limit non-technical or personal development credits, or impose category-specific minimums, like tax and accounting. You may need to confirm your ethics requirements. Ethics rules vary widely. Some jurisdictions require general ethics, others require regulatory ethics, and some mandate a state or board-approved ethics course. In certain cases, ethics must be completed in a specific format or meet a higher passing score, like California and Florida. It is important to verify whether any special subject requirements apply, such as fraud, like California, professional conduct, or governmental auditing. These requirements can change over time and may not apply to every licensee. By clearly identifying your total hours, credit categories, and ethics obligations, you eliminate guesswork when selecting courses later in the process. This step ensures every hour you complete moves you closer to compliance instead of creating unnecessary work. In the next slide, we'll finish step 1 by identifying renewal and reporting deadlines. Sub-step 1.3, note renewal and reporting deadlines. The final sub-step in confirming your requirements is identifying your renewal and reporting deadlines and making them visible in your planning process. Renewal deadlines and CPE reporting deadlines are not always the same. Some licenses renew annually, others biannually, some triannually, and reporting requirements may occur at a different time than the renewal itself. Missing either deadline can result in delaying renewal, additional fees, or the need to submit documentation under a time deadline. Start by confirming the exact date your license renews and whether CPE must be reported before, during, or after the renewal. Also verify your governing body requires affirmative reporting of credits or simply lets you retain the documentation in case of an audit. Once you've confirmed these dates, add them to your primary calendar. Best